Hey guys, David here. Welcome to Digital Outlook, where you're gonna find the best community in all of crypto. In today's video, expecting the unexpected could make you a fortune. So guys, without further ado, why don't we get to it? So guys, something that I have learned from being in this space for the last few years is this: the majority opinion is most of the times the wrong one, and it's what's unexpected actually turns out to be what finally happens. And when you're dealing in this space and you see all the poo-pooing that goes on over XRP and everything like that, and especially right now, look at all of the FUD. Just take a look in the comments and you see it. People are just coming out, boom, 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 trying to punch as many holes as they possibly can. And you know what my take on that is? Hey, put your money where your mouth is. Look, I'm actually putting my money where my mouth is. I'm accumulating. But you put your money where your mouth is, those guys that are out there fighting it, and I'll tell you what, you go short it and show the community your short position. I challenge you to do it, because I'll tell you guys, most of them aren't gonna risk it. They don't have the confidence that they actually are pretending to have with what they're saying. They will not do it. I've challenged lots of folks to do it and they won't. And I'll tell you why. It's because they don't believe what they're saying themselves. And in fact, the guys that are saying that, they're basing their entire comments on somebody else's opinion and haven't actually invested hardly any energy into the space whatsoever. And their entire confidence is based on someone else's conviction. And I'll tell you what, guys, that's a recipe for getting wrecked. Absolutely no doubt. That's where you got to go out and do your own research. Hey, listen, if I could talk you into it, and like these guys, they're getting talked to into it, someone else could come along and talk them out of it, because what happens is they FOMO in up here because of what somebody else said, and then down here, nail biting like crazy. Why? Because of what someone else is saying, and they have absolutely zero confidence of their own. And that's why it's so vitally important for you to go out there and investigate this space for yourself. Because I'll tell you something, look, on this channel, you're getting my 100% biased opinion. And why is that? Because I've gone out there, guys, and I have done the research. I have actually looked into it, and I've actually peeled back the onion, got all the information that I needed to build my own confidence, and I am not getting shaken out. In fact, guys, I'm expecting the unexpected to happen, and I have watched it happen in the past. Look, I've lived through a big bull run, and I saw assets go 10,000%. It genuinely happened, and it can happen again. And in fact, what I see gearing up for XRP and Ripple is a major, major win. Meanwhile, you have all these folks out there fighting it like crazy, trying to make it look like, oh wow, there's competitors. Are you kidding? Why would you ever fear competition? Competition is the cure for complacency. And in fact, it is the driver for innovation. We want competition. Why on earth would we fear that? In fact, that's what makes us sharper. That's what makes us more keen to actually be out there and have the best answer to solving that solution. Now, guys, for me, I think that XRP and the XRP ledger is the best answer for the solutions that we need. And that's why I am so convinced. Does it mean that there's not any other competitors? Of course, there's got to be competitors. We want competitors for that very purpose. But beyond that, hey, a lot of these folks out there that are coming out with all of this stuff to try and shake your confidence in it are absolutely doing it with malintent. Do you think that they're really trying to protect you from oh, well, I just don't want you to see you lose any. Come on. This whole space is about risk. It has nothing to do with that. A lot of these people are motivated by the fact that they absolutely hate XRP, and they're blinded by their prejudice. Now, I know what that's like, because I myself at one time in the past missed some big time opportunities in my life, being blinded by my own bias and my own prejudice. And on top of that, second thing that really kept me from really seeing some tremendous gains was I was oblivious to the opportunity. And guys, if you can't tell where we're at in history, with this whole implosion of our current fiat system. And in fact, what you're seeing is the transition into a new digital economy. Most of these central banks out there talking about the implementation of their central bank digital currencies. Come on, it's as plain as the nose on your face. What happened back when the computer was coming out? Well, most people, like I say, they were mesmerized by the technology, completely oblivious to the opportunity, and they missed it. And I'm telling you, what's happening now with the way in which the world is going, and in fact with the devaluation and the de-dollarization and the loss of the world reserve currency, they are going to need distributed ledger technology like no tomorrow, and central bank digital currencies are absolutely being implemented. You can literally see it. The Bank of England came out and gave their white paper. You got the Federal Reserve with their white paper. You got all these nation states around the world. And having said that, you got Naveen Gupta out there telling, the whole world that, hey, look, Ripple was talking with 20 different nation states about the development and working with them on the development of their central bank digital currencies. Guys, you're talking about the evolution of money. Have you ever seen such a monstrous transition in the way in which the world works? I'm telling you, we're seeing it, and we're seeing it now. Now, for me, that gives me a whole heck of a lot of confidence. And I'm not following the crowd and the narrative and all this kind of stuff. I've been down that road, guys. I've lost too many opportunities listening to the herd and following that herd mentality. Now I'm thinking for myself, and I'm going out there and I'm doing some serious research, and I'm getting more and more convinced. And I'll tell you, that's what I recommend you do, because look, expecting the unexpected could make you an absolute fortune. And it is just so vitally important that you take the time, you owe it to yourself to actually go out there and research it on your own accord and come up with it, because as I said, the answers that you find for yourself are the ones you're going to believe in the most. This is wow, what an exciting time to actually be alive. And I think that this year, 2023, we are going to see such a massive transition. It is going to be something else. And with respect to this Ripple case, a decision is coming, guys, and I think it is coming very, very soon. Look, if we even had to wait to the end of June to get a decision, because of course, one of the big things that is coming out there with the Fed is, oh, well, we didn't get the decision in March, blah, blah. Does that mean a decision's never coming? Well, obviously, that's the most ridiculous, way to think there as well, because we know a decision's coming. And guys, I think when you think of the impacts of this decision, one of the major delays that Judge Annalisa Torres is having to deal with are the massive, monstrous impacts that this is going to have on the economy and on the future going forward. So in my estimation, I agree with John Deaton in this capacity. That might be a big indicator as why she's delayed her decision up until now. But it does not mean, and certainly it hasn't shaken my confidence to believe, that there was no investment contract. Not one prong of the Howey test has been met. And I think Ripple has a whole lot more in their court leading towards a positive and victorious decision in this. Hey, 13 out of the 16 amicus briefs that were filed were in favor of Ripple. That tells you guys, hey, XRP is not just an investment contract with Ripple, the company, because a lot of other companies are using XRP in the XRP ledger, and they're not using it based on any expectation of profit coming out of Ripple. And certainly you and I, secondary market sales, hey, are we getting any dividends from Ripple? Are we able to vote on any of the prospectuses that they put out, or maybe even on the board of directors? No, we're not. We're not anything like a share or a security or an investment contract. It's not going to happen. And the library case is a big indicator on that, because, of course, with library, even though the founders had to pay a fine, the secondary market guys was deemed not to be securities, and even that in and of itself would be a massive, massive win. So guys, I'm telling you, don't be shaken. Don't get shaken up with all of this stuff, all of this FUD, all of this stuff and FUD that's going on. You get out there, you do your own research, build up your own confidence on the inside, because I'll tell you, what's coming next is going to be absolutely mind-blowing, and you are going to see something that generations haven't seen. Probably the biggest biggest wealth transfer, like I say, in the history of mankind. That's genuinely what I believe that this digital asset space is transitioning us into. And most folks are going to be, in fact, right now, absolutely oblivious to it and are going to absolutely miss it. And I don't want that to be you. I want to see you in that winner circle. Guys, one thing I know from experience is this: when this next bull run takes off, you are most definitely going to want to have your plan in place. And what our coaching program offers, that is where you and I can meet personally, one-on-one for 1 hour over Zoom. And during that time, I share with you our personal journey in that last bull run and what enabled Judy and I to experience some major financial success. I share with you the mistakes we made so that you don't have to fall into the same pitfalls we did. We take a look at your portfolio and make sure that it's balanced towards your goals, and we work together to develop your exit strategy. We can even help you get your assets off an exchange and onto a hardware wallet, along with delivering to you some amazing techniques that are really going to help you in this space. Now, the cost of that is $250, and if that's something that interests you, you write me right there at coaching@thedigitaloutlook.com and we'll get you all booked in. Now guys, I sure hope you enjoyed today's video, but something else, and in fact much more important, is it is Easter weekend, and I sure hope that you have a fantastic Easter, remembering what Jesus did for us on Calvary. And I'll tell you what, it is the best investment that I ever made, putting my faith and my trust and my hope in Him. Now I want to bless you and pray that you have a fantastic Easter with your family and stuff like that. And I have a little Easter egg for you. Now, a lot of people have been asking me to do this for a long time, and I have not yet done it. But guys, here it goes. There you are. See guys, I do have hair. It's just all tucked up under there. Now, hey, it's not as thick as Mickles is, but it's certainly not absent altogether. So that's kind of a bonus for me. But anyway, guys, I really bless you. And hey, many of you know out there, I'm not a financial advisor, and this isn't financial advice. But if you found value in it, if you'd hit that like and subscribe, I'd appreciate it. And hey, don't forget about hitting the notification bell down there, because as you know, things in this space change lightning fast, and I like to get that information out to you as soon as possible. And on top of that, I don't want you missing out on any of our regularly released videos. Now guys, we have had a goal of trying to get up there to that 50,000 subscriber milestone, and every day we're making some big time progress. So if you're one of the thousands of folks who have been watching these videos and you haven't yet subscribed, would you do the channel a favor and join this community? We'd really love to have you on board. So in the meantime and in between time, stay safe, be blessed, and I'll catch you in the next one.